Horror. Not horror. Not scary. Back to the horror. The horror begins. Chucky. By the way, we're starting tonight with Connor. Just check out his video. That guy is gonna be me. And Mikey's might fly out of my butt. I bet you haven't heard that yet. It's caring, sharing. Big baby. I think his name should be Finster. We're entering Carrie. Pokemon. Whoa. No stilts. Slaughter Cinema is so good. It is so good. It warms the cockles of my heart. Next up, widely panned Blumhouse. I know it's unpopular opinion, but I love at least 50% of that house. But we had one of the greatest run-throughs of all time. These guys were hitting the floor, literally. Sometimes it's who you go through the house with and not necessarily only the house. Whew. I laugh so hard it hurts. Next up is Dead Exposure. Oh my God. That's what I'm saying, like... The Simpsons have a shirt. That's amazing. And look at this. Twisted Taters are back, and they're located right next to Pizza Fries. We're gonna visit Sam at Trick or Treat. There's walls all around Woody Woodpecker coaster. I'd say that's curious. Trick or treat? I thought Trick or Treat was so much better tonight than it was on opening night. It is a really fun house. There was a couple scares in there too, and plus, one of the Sams jumped out and kind of Pillsbury Doughboyed me right in the stomach. We're gonna go back through Twisted Tradition at night. The zone looks so amazing. Like MVP. So cool. Let's go say hello to some clowns. Sweet googly moogly. It is very busy in this scare zone. Look at these guys. I'll knock your block off. He actually scared that guy. He's gonna knock his block off. This video. Look at the shadow puppets. That was awesome. The clowns are very interested in what's happening over here. pointing to you. No one can see him. Literally scared that guy.
Look, alien Techler! You like that stuff?
Scary. It's New Year's Eve. Jam Master Jay is about to kill Corey Feldman. We're gonna go on Jimmy Fallon. Actually, we did Poltergeist. I would say it's really Poltergeist and Florida Cinema, two best houses this year. Nothing to see here. We did Carnival Graveyard, awesome. Stranger Things, we're gonna head out of here. We're gonna go through the Harvest Scare Zone. At least it's supposed to be a scare zone. That is awesome. Horror Nights. Pretty successful night. 7 houses. We're gonna go home. Universal, we're getting out of here. I'm back home from the horror, and before we left Universal, we stopped at Voodoo Donuts and picked up 3 of these Halloween Horror Nights limited donuts. Alright, before we wrap up this video, I did want to talk about one thing that kind of popped up this week, at least on social media. There was concern, or I'm not sure where it came from, where folks started this rumor that Halloween Horror Nights was going to go family friendly. And the rumor kind of permeated so much that Mike Aiello needed to respond to it from Horror Nights to say, you know, it's not family friendly, it's not ever going to be family friendly. I think what people are misconstruing as family friendly is really scary. And, you know, there's a lack this year of kind of like blood and guts type gore that we've seen maybe in prior years. But I would say overall, the event this year is not very scary. The event is beautiful. Some of the greatest houses that they've ever had. The Killer Klowns are amazing. Vamp 85 is a lot of fun. But as far as scary, there's some scares to be had, you know, sure, you know, jump scare wise, but it's not a very scary event. So I think if people look at it as, you know, family friendly, like, can I bring a kid to this and would they be scared? Kids probably would be scared by the imagery and the jump scare noises and things like that. It is very loud. But overall, scare factor wise, it's just not the scariest Halloween Horror Nights. It is absolutely gorgeous. The set design and costumes and everything are amazing. Yeah, but put it this way, if you are in the Killer Clown Zone and these costumes are huge and bulky and heavy, there's not a lot of room to give to be able to scare. Same thing with some of the stilt walkers that are out there. And when you go to the Twisted Tradition scare zone and you have these pumpkins that have these huge, massive heads, you know, it's kind of like bobblehead costumes that I'm not sure that they can actually scare if they wanted to. So scary, not so much. Family friendly, probably also not so much. But in any event, I'm going to get going for tonight. Thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes and your comments and your subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys.